Good afternoon. It's Friday. It's May 1st. Skipped yesterday, Another day like any other. But today is the beginning of the weekend. And while there have been many of those before, I tend to like those days better than some of the others because, the weekend part, it's nice. Um, I, I did do more session video editing and actually chose to start exporting one this morning as footage had finished importing for what I needed. So I still got like 4 hours into my day after work that this is going to be exporting. That's fine. And you can tell I kind of have files imported here for this session, which will need to be edited and exported. And that is the last one that has been recorded. So I'm thinking by the time I get to actually game with my buddies again, I should be caught up. Maybe even have all those uploaded and ready to go kind of thing. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. Obviously, all of those sessions, I have nothing for the actual other videos around them, but at this point I'm like, let's just get the sessions good and, worry about anything else later. Otherwise, not really sure a whole lot of what's going on today. Although, from what I heard from Mom yesterday, sounds like she might be going to Costco, so she might have some of that to, some foods that she'll be dropping off, because she's always so nice when she bothers to make a trip out to get me things. But also, mail has started to arrive at her house largely for my computer build, so I think the idea is for her also to bring what's arrived so far over, so I'm hoping that happens because I'd like to see what's started to show up. And Mom just came by to drop some stuff off from her trip to Costco. I got water and some snacks and some of the pizzas, as well as a rotisserie chicken, because that's what she was able to find. And I'm like, okay, so I can eat it as a chicken, and I might do that. But do I want to... I've been thinking about needing a trip to the store again. Do I want to go get the stuff to make buffalo chicken dip again? If they have it, even? I don't know. She also brought over mail, as I had quite a bit of that. I did get Season 11 of The Big Bang Theory. I already have Season 10 sitting over here that I've never watched. And this will go on the shelf as well, and will not be watched until I get the final season. And then the idea is I can just finish it up all at once. Also, more computer parts. My external Blu-ray burner, external memory card reader, my spare case fan, because I needed one more from what it had, and yet again, a little bit of a hint as to the stylistic choice of the computer, as well as the 4 terabyte hard drive and the 1 terabyte solid state drive. So obviously none of the, my mom's like, guess you got a bunch of work to do now that the parts have arrived. And I'm like, well, no, I don't really have, I don't really have any two parts that go together at this point. I guess technically I will power into the hard drive. But other than that, not gonna do much good, eh? So I'm like, I've got more stuff coming. It's gonna keep coming. I don't know. But still, more computer bits is good. What are the snacks? Let's have cheese Ritz bits. Individually wrapped snack options. Delicious. Just being lazy. Generally my brain says, wait, no, you need to be more productive. And then I'm like, no, relax. You have the next couple of days off. Calm down. And I'm like, oh, good. But I'm having trouble readjusting to, oh yes, the weekends are different than the weekdays kind of thing. I went from all time off to just weekends off, and my brain went from I have all the free time to you have no free time. When have you ever not worked before? Whatever. I'm gonna lay down, watch YouTube. Maybe paint some more minis. And so I did just a dry brush coat on all of those. So I am actually now working on those. I decided sort of like, okay, what colors to do with which ones. Should actually really put those with them so I remember what I did, because I'm color deficient. And when it's that subtle, I can't always tell. So I did burnt sienna on the spiders. I did black cherry on the giant ticks. I did a copper on the scorpions. And I did a hunter green on the insects. And then I've been doing more coats and some coats on these of just getting them to the right general color. Started coloring the inside of the mouth. Decided that, and well, these are starting to be, fairly well coated on the outside. I'm now more focusing between the rocks so that I can get the area where, because when it's the big areas on the outside, it's easy just to take a big brush and coat it, but I've kind of been neglecting some of that area, so been beginning to work a little more on that. But just kind of hanging out, enjoying the time. This is still going. Got another about 12 minutes, and that'll be done. And I don't really know if I'm going to do anything, or I might just edit that last session and set it to export overnight so I could be done with it. Oh, that would be a good feeling. I could upload it over the weekend? I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe. Maybe. I'm not going grocery shopping tonight. I thought about it briefly, just like I could get the stuff. I'd like to make more buffalo chicken dip. It's been so good. That has been something I've made several times throughout this whole mess that I hadn't made before any of this started. Well, I guess I made it once a while back. But yeah, I made it so many more times. But it is such comfort food for me. I don't know, there's a few things I could make, but I think I might just go with one of those frozen pizzas for dinner, just because it's easy. I got it. Don't really have to think about it. I'll think about what to make some other day. Maybe just go for easy today. And so it's been a while since I've had the Costco pizza, which was one of the ones I particularly enjoyed. And so this is obviously the first time I'm trying cooking it directly on the oven rack, as instructed. And I don't think it's any crispier. But I think it was always crispy, and that was one of the things I enjoyed about it, was it turned out good even if you didn't put it on the rack. So, dinner time. And the pizza was good. I recall it quite well, and I'm like, oh yes, very tasty, I remember. And then I came in and I edited this session. But I'm basically I tried figuring out, but at this point I'm just stuck watching through it. There is some debate if a polymorph spell was recast after a specific point. And as I can't find records of where it was, I'm like, well, I do know a point where it was established this has not yet been recast. So I just got a couple hours of session to watch through, and I've probably gone through 45 minutes So far, no. But I will have to, unless I find it, I will have to go through the full episode before I can tell them, no, you forgot to actually do that. It was brought up, and you said, well, I will do that. And then it said, but do you? And then you went through and spent all of your time, bit by bit. And if you never got around to it, if you just forgot, well, then it didn't happen. So, we'll see. It's like, I know they intended to at one point, but we'll see if they ever actually remembered to do so while going through things. But that will have to be something I look at tomorrow, which means I cannot export this video overnight, as, I mean, if it happened, I will actually have to change the lower thirds for one of the characters. So I gotta find out. Oh well. It's late, I'm tired, I'll worry about that tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.